Good day from the Kujukushima Zoological and Botanical Garden. Did I even get the name right? It's a very long title. Yeah, Botanical Garden. This is a zoo here in Sasebo. It's like up on top of a mountain. Never been here, so let's check it out and see what this place is all about. Now, for starters, parking is free, which is great. Very small lot over here. I will say, it is a Saturday, and so far it seems pretty empty. You've got the main entrance here. A list of events over there on the side. And there's a random phone booth. Here's a map of the area, but there's actually a lot of attractions around here. You'll see there's some incredible observation areas. Here is a map of the park. You can see it is rather small, but it looks like it's filled with animals all around the border. So I just got in the park. Now prices are around 800 yen is like the most expensive you'll pay. I went ahead and got a membership because it was only 2,100 yen, so like $21. Funny thing though is you fill out the paperwork, they tell you to keep the receipt, you come back later to pick up your card. Now as soon as you walk in to the right, you have a store and some vending machines. Little times for shows and events they have here. If you can't read katakana, you'll see that they have the animals next to it and the times. Looks like a lot of fresh plants out. No water though in the fountain. And to the left you have a long row of different plants, all meticulously spaced. Moving along, you have the zoo shop Kirara. Looks pretty small. To the left, a board in case you forgot to grab a map. Now walking straight down, it's kind of funny because part of this is a botanical garden. I'm here in essentially winter. I wonder what it would look like in the spring. I see a horse back here though, and there's a lot of people gathered in the back. And to the right, there's a giraffe. They have 3 giraffe. You've got one there, one here, who's excited to see me, and you've got a smaller one to the left. I got excited for a moment walking up here because I thought you'd be able to go up here and maybe pet them or something, but looks like you can't. There's an area set up here for common squirrel monkeys. I saw some in the back, but this is like the front area. Oh, there's one coming out. And there's one too, inside the building. I really wish I had a camera that could zoom. Just to give an idea where we are, that's where the giraffes are in the main entrance. So we're basically walking to the right first. Here's where the Squirrel Monkey Island is. Now we'll continue around. Looks like they just have some plants back here. Might be a dead end, but we'll find out. I already feel like this is not the best time of year to be here because there's a bunch of displays here for different plants that should be here, but are not. Well, at least not bloomed. Unless you come here during the spring or summer, I feel like you're gonna miss out on the botanical garden aspect, especially if that's the reason you came. Obviously the animals are still here, but just keep that in mind. I wanna get it on film now because I definitely wanna compare when I come back in the future and this whole area is all in bloom. Because you'll see nothing now except the monkeys. Continuing along, there's a pretty big building here. It says penguin. I don't know what that last kanji is, so let's check it out. This weird entryway here in... Oh, if you look up, there's a glass ceiling. And I see one penguin. I'm guessing it's a multi-deck observation. Let's see what we got here. Whoa. Okay, this is really cool. And there's no one else in here. Wow. Doesn't seem like there's too many penguins in the water right now. I'm only counting 2 at the moment. This is fascinating to me. I saw these and didn't know what they were, but it looks like they're windows to the outside sections of the park. That's pretty cool. Here you have a wall with different variety of penguin. Look at the eye on that guy. Then you got your emperor penguin. Alright, well now let's head up to the top section of this exhibit and see the penguins from up there. See if there's more of them. This is bizarre. I walked past the 2nd floor and came all the way up. And you have this little cube that we're standing in. Hey buddy. Yeah, if you look all the way around, it's just a little box that comes up. I like this guy, he's my favorite. He's coming. He's going into the little hidey hole. Bye. Here's what I mean, we were just up there in that little box. You have this like 2nd floor observation area. And you can go around that way, which we'll do in a moment as well. You can see the glass underneath them. We were just under there earlier. This is kind of funny. As you move to the right, they have this thing you have to duck under. Oh, this is really cool. To put this in perspective, I'm crouched over because there is, in fact, a glass ceiling here. And it's just a little, it feels like I'm in a play place or something. I like that they set up a ring for the penguin. I wonder how often he actually goes through it. Here are some penguin things. Feathers, skull, egg. Those are really small eggs. Here you could see there's not really a lot hanging out on the rock, but they do have slides. There's little sprinklers keeping those wet so they could slide down if they like. As we leave the penguin exhibit, this is the opposite end of those windows we were looking through earlier. Continuing along, I see a camel up there chomping away. But first, let's look to the right. I'm counting 2 beavers. One back there and one right here. Take a look at the color on this bird. Here's a llama kind of stuck halfway between the gate, trying to eat some food from out here. There's the camel just chomping away. He's been eating for quite some time now. Here's 2 zebra. This one's actually running around. And here is a red panda, just walking along the edge. What's great about this one, though, is you can just come up here. There's no crowds of people like in the San Diego Zoo. Now to the right of the panda, I can hear howler monkeys. And look at this huge, I don't know if it's an aviary or what. We'll find out soon. Oh, there they go. I love how he's just hanging and howling. That is hysterical. These are all some very active monkeys. Even the guy eating the bugs on the floor. Here's another red panda. Unfortunately, it's difficult to see with the glare. Here he is. These monkeys are so loud. Looks like you can come in here and interact with lemurs. Put up the finger. Feels like a dog's nose. Good pet too. Here we go. Dramatic jump. Oh. Hey, buddy. It's my new little buddy here. Hey. Oh, hey. Hey there. Still hear the monkeys. That was really cool. So I just stumbled upon that, but it said from 1 p.m. to 1:30, which is about to end now. You could go in there and just hang out with the lemurs and pet them. They do that with a lot of other animals here in the park, but I haven't done any research, looked up times, just kind of stumbled upon it. But very cool and no additional charge. All right, now we'll head into what I believe is actually a greenhouse. I was thinking it was an aviary earlier, but I was wrong. So it's entrance, let's go. Before we walk in, these kind of caught my eye. It's really cool. Kanji made out of little sticks, especially this sign. Open 9, close 16:45. Immediately upon entering, you got this little fish tank here. The little Santas. This is cool. I've also noticed too, as soon as I walked in, it has warmed up significantly. So if you want to see plants, you can in here. Look at the trap plants they have here. Continuing down the winding path, and you can still hear the monkeys. Down here, these plants are pretty cool. They've got like white and red. Not sure what they are, and I don't see a plaque, but I like it. Looks like there's a little bridge here. Hey, lots of lily pads. Here are a bunch of farm animals and just a random sheep standing there as if he was guarding the entrance. Hey, buddy. So it looks like you can pet... And you can actually pet these animals, I believe, seeing as they have lowered this section here. Not only can you pet the animals, but it looks like you can feed them as well. There are these little food pellets. I believe you pay 100 yen. You dispose of your a little capsule there, and you can feed the animals. Continuing along, I'm seeing this stairway here. Let's go up. Here's a 360 view from the back of the park on this outlook. There's the greenhouse. There's the very noisy monkeys. The camel and penguins were over that way. The entrance is back here. So we kind of went along here. Haven't done the rest of the park. I'm seeing monkeys and a bear and horses over here on the right. I like the prairie dog sign here. And you got this one just sprawled out. Underneath that outlook, there's this room here with these extra little exhibits. Look at this little fella. He's shaking. He must be scared. He's like stretching out right now. That's one grumpy looking bunny. I feel like all the bunnies are having a lazy day. You'll see there's two just kind of napping back there. Looks like they've got a horse here. Actually, two of them. There's another one in the back. And I believe you can ride them. Quite the large area back here for the bear. And I only see one at the moment. I was walking by looking at the monkey exhibit and noticed there weren't really a lot until you look down. They're all hanging out on this bottom section, especially in that back corner. There's a lot of them. It looks like to the right of the monkey exhibit they have a cafe, Mori Cafe, and here's the menu. Might check it out actually. Here's a better look at the Mori Cafe. Look at the stuffed bear they have in front. This is insanely large. Love this stuffed ice cream red panda thing they have here at the door. Stopped in the Mori Cafe and got the tempura chicken. Basically tempura chicken tenders, freshly fried. Looks very good. And they give you this sauce. Not sure what it is. I do love that all the Japanese restaurants have like just little cups of water you can fill up yourselves. Alright, let's try one of these things out. I think the sauce is barbecue sauce. At least that's what it smells like. That'd be cool. That is barbecue sauce, and it is fantastic. Little review of the Mori Cafe. Very delicious. It's just a simple menu, but that chicken was fresh. Like, that's what I like about Japan. They don't play like the, frozen chicken tender thing when you go places. Even at a theme park, that was fresh chicken. They just tempura battered it, and that was barbecue sauce. Sweet barbecue sauce, really good. Great value. It was like 400 something yen, it's like $4. Walking back out, it looks like there's a cat exhibit. I'm guessing looks like a house cat. Looking around in here, I don't see any cats. I do like that they have the sign here and the artwork as if it's like some exotic animal. After looking a little harder, I actually do see very back corner. It's just sitting there. And I was actually wrong. It's not a normal house cat. It's a Tsushima leopard cat. So maybe it is exotic. There is a black vulture in the corner. I don't really have any way to show you how big it is. It's huge though. These are the most quiet flamingos I've ever seen. Probably because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Here's a hooded crane. 2 of them. Here is another huge exhibit for a sleeping lion. Oh, he's like waking up now or rolling over. Yep, he rolled over. Looking down here, you'll see they do something with the lion at these times. I would imagine it's feeding. But look, they got the Simba drawing. We are now looking back towards the entrance. I feel like this would be really impressive in the spring. There is a garden over here that looks like it's somewhat in bloom, so let's check it out. Walking back towards this area, you can see it's mostly dying out for the winter. Here in the very center of the park, there's a horse. It's eating some hay. You'll see we're here in the middle of the park, and when we came in, we started here, we went to the right, we went by where the monkeys were, went up towards the penguins, saw the other animals, the greenhouse, restaurants back here along with most of the animals. There's the animal cages, and this is all the garden section. We didn't really look here. Maybe we'll check that out real quick. Now it does look like this area has a lot of flowers. That side and this side. This is amazing because it took me a moment to even realize this, but just this one tree is what's covering this whole entire thing. Going that way and all the way over there. There is no other tree. It's all just this one single tree. Just noticed randomly in between these trees this massive spider. I don't want to get too close, but I've seen a lot of these in Japan. Let's see some turtles here, and also a snake. I want to show that reptile house from the outside. Smallest one I've ever seen. Just turtles and snakes. That's it. Here's a nice little walkway here. Little Japanese garden area with the tiniest little river and bridge. Let's take a quick look in Kirara before we head out. Very small indeed. I like the festive penguin. I've never seen a Christmas tree one though. I'm getting distracted by the sweets they have. Different chocolates, salt, caramel nut cookies. That sounds really good. It's like the main attraction is the desserts they have. San Diego Zoo had special wine. Here it looks like this might be special for the zoo. Not entirely sure. But there is a pulp. The design for these bears and penguins are the best. Just picked up my annual pass and I'm laughing because the picture, I was staring right in the sun when we were trying to take it. And another funny thing is I wrote my name in katakana just to see if they would actually put it, and they did. So there you'll see my name, Baba Buraduri. Walking back to the car, this caught my eye. Like a lollipop flower tree thing. Alright, that is going to do it from the Kujukushima Zoological and Botanical Garden. I'm going to have to shorten that to like Sasebo Zoo or something. Really impressed by the place actually. I thought it was going to be really small, and to be fair it is. But I spent 2 hours there, which is a little surprising. I mean, that's like a San Diego Zoo trip to me. Then again, it was the first time here. A few things to note. If you're coming, try to time it around the animals if you want to do that. On the website, they tell you when you can experience which animal, and there's no extra charge. Like that lemur thing, total accident, just happened to stumble into it and did it. It was really cool. Restaurant was awesome too. It's a great value to get in there also. It's like 800 yen, something like that for an adult, and it's less for kids. And if you want an annual season pass, it's 2100 yen. So keep that in mind. Something else, if you only get one chance to come, I'd try to make it during summer or spring when you really get to take advantage of the full park instead of just the animal parts, because the flowers were dying. So that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. The caravan is moving on.